Such an easy kill. I mean, when I downed Elegon, we had subpar DPS. We had awesome tanks and awesome healers who talked a lot of crap, and they talked a lot of crap because they were good, and I was really, they were just solid all around, and it was just an easy kill.
You can't really talk a lot of crap in our guild right now because we're 10 man, and because if you talk shit in our guild or our raid, we'll just log off, not come back for that night. You're like, fuck, there goes. We gotta find.
Well, I mean, as far as Ed Beater is concerned, we should have talked crap or told him he was bad or something, especially if he's not going to play with us anyways. Because I mean, I mean, if you ask me, he was just a bad tank. I mean, no DPM and stacking strength. That's just
He
ridiculous.
he was a bit. One of the times he used battle shout, we said hold on for a
And
second
no
because
one
whatever, and he's like, I can't hold, I don't have battle shout. What the fuck? You don't need battle
and
shout.
no one went out of their way to like correct him. Like no one got on his back about it or like kicked him from the group or something or looked for a better tank, which is what I feel like we should have done and what we still have to do. So long as we want to like kill Elegon and kill Will the Emperor, because comparatively, as soon as you can get Elegon, Will the Emperor is a pretty easy fight.
They get act together, get the boss. I know Pax a capable tank. He tanked all for us the entire DS
Yeah,
and
but
pretty much all of Kata. Right now we're just trying to get Dark Poe to be a better, because I mean I think it's his first time actually tanking on monk or rather any kind of real.
yeah, I mean, what we need if you want to progress anyways is geared, experienced tanks. That's really, like I said, that's really what's holding us back. And I
I was
want to
thinking about
progress. I
leveling
mean,
Canary at the start just tanking, but I was like, no, fuck that. I want to.
you should, especially because I mean that's what's holding us back is the tanks, and for a person who has seen you tank time and time again, I have a lot of confidence in your tanking abilities. I actually think that's where we went wrong with Dragon Soul with Satan Wasai is that your DK tank buddy, who what was his name? Used to
Savage?
during Dragon Soul? No, it was the other guy. It was the guy who went to the shaman during Dragon Soul.
Fuck.
I can't remember either, but I think that's where we went wrong is letting him go Rusto when he should have just stayed as a DK or Elemental or whatever he went.
I don't think it was Rabid Death because I think he was DK the entire.
It wasn't right. He was a tank. When I first joined your Satan Wasai, it was you and a DK that wasn't Sai that were tanking, and that was the norm for all of Dragon Soul. And then I mean, for all of Firelands, and then when Dragon Soul came out, the DK re-rolled Shaman, and that's when we started. And that's when progression really halted.
Damn, we forgot. Yeah, when I first joined Sit Down, or it was a different guild on. I forget the name of the guild on the server, but Rabid Death was primarily yes, and that's his main spec. Yes, I think he was just tanking. Joined us because a tag issue where we didn't have staff able to tank or out of. This is like half good. This is so.
Yeah, I really want to see progression with Legit, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I am getting frustrated with wiping to, like, we've wiped on three back-to-back nights to Elegant, and I don't know about you, but during all those hours of wipings, I'm not really doing anything different. I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over again, and every time it's some tank who's dying.
Yep, I feel like, dude. I am extremely frustrated now because we just keep dying. The same. Our furthest attempt, the wipe was understandable because the healer didn't expect the AoE damage, but now we should have an issue like that anymore. So it's kind of like, what the fuck? Why do we keep dying
So
every
I think
single?
we need to voice our frustration to Pack and tell him to get a backbone so that he will get a non-fail tank. That's what we should do, Levia. Or Canary, whatever you want to be called.
Call me Blake, dude.
Blake?
You're breaking up, dude.
Yeah, you're breaking up for me, Canary, or Blake.
Yeah, just call me Blake. I don't know why my microphone's cracking up. It's just ever since I reinstalled, people keep saying. I probably
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like to dump bosses. Like I like going to Coda 7 Heroic at Firelands, and I like going 8 out of 8 Dragon Soul, and I want to see that success again with Volt, and it's just not gonna happen if people are gonna be all too afraid of hurting people's feelings or not wanting to get like competent people.
a couple weeks ago, before Mist hit, I joined a 25-man all-run tent where we were raid, and whenever we would wipe to any stupid shit, the raid leader would just get angry, tell people what they're fucking on, what they're wrong, what to do, etc. And like the next attempt, it went flawless every single.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
saying to
that's what we
Skipper in
need.
whisper chat, I'm like, dude, we need Pack to bitch at people, and Pack's not gonna do
You
that.
know,
He's gonna have to be more subtle.
speaking of that like scenario, when I went 6 on my priest with I think the guild's called Disciples of Disorder. The our raid leader was by and far like the biggest, for lack of a better term, the biggest dick I've ever encountered in WoW, and I don't say that lightly. Every little thing he would completely rage on someone for it, and every time he wiped, he went crazy. But bottom line is that it seemed to work as we were downing. We almost downed 6 in a single night. So I mean, I don't mind like I always said with trap. I don't mind people being like out there or being vulgar or doing whatever they want to do, so long as we can down bosses and see progression. So I think that's
We just need
what's.
less free
Uh,
spirited players.
I mean,
uh,
be mean. I mean, I feel like I think that's the biggest problem with like is everyone there is too nice. Like I don't like calling people out or tell them that they're bad, and Pac doesn't seem to like that either. No one seems to want to do that or take that role. And I think that's hurting us, and I think that's why we're only 4 to 6, is because we don't have anyone who's raging on people.
See how it goes, man. We'll be more douchebaggy on Sunday.
I sure hope so, and hopefully, I mean, Pack or somebody. I mean, if they want me to do it, I'll do it. But someone needs to like find like a decent tank.
I wouldn't suggest you do it because since you have been
I
part of the raid for a while, that part's like feel really
I wouldn't
elevated.
suggest me doing it either. But I mean, if it's a
Yeah, I'll
last
do it.
resort, I mean, if no one else wants to do it, I would do it. But I just think that's what's holding us back. And I don't know about the healers. I mean, whether it's a tanking issue, whether it's a healing issue. I mean, I've been primarily a DPS for all of my heroic experience, but it's definitely one of those issues that we got to sort out.
What's up?
Just bitching about it.
Bitching about me. Yeah,
Letting
tend to get on people's bad side.
Bitching about our lack of progress and people being too nice.
Um, where do I fall into that scheme? Lack of the progress and people not being too
I,
nice
I
to
think
me, or
both. You're too nice and you
just fun.
have lack of progress.
okay, well, fair enough. Well, how can I
We're just talking
progress
about
better?
we're just talking about how we've been wiping constantly to things that we can
Well, no,
avoid
no, no. See, I,
by
I don't
working
mind
extremely more on.
wiping so long as we're seeing progress. And I think, with a good guild, when you do wipe, you'll wipe and see progress. We haven't been seeing any progress at all with Elegon. It's the same wiping over and over and over and over and over again. And it's part of the reason why I mean, if another guild like offered me a position, I would take it just because I am just so sick of like three back-to-back wipes. That's how frustrating it is for me.
I don't know,
That's
man.
why we need.
I wouldn't be too quick because I would say we definitely would have had a kill like this last time, except like I have almost never healed on my monk. I think I've healed like twice before then, like in a raid. So like I was doing things that I shouldn't be doing in a monk healer, and we needed to have a little more planning. And a lot of those
Well,
wipes are because of fail heals. I'm not gonna lie. So like if you want to blame somebody, blame me. Like
that's
that's
what
the
I
way
was
it is.
telling Blake. I told Blake that we were wiping because of the tanks and the healers and the DPS were fine, and that's why I try to voice my that's why I said that I felt that pack or the raid leaders were just being way too nice about it.
Well, I think it's because like uh, the reasoning is that like one of the tanks and one of the healers have like never played these classes in a raid setting before. So like we're just like trying to like get used to it and shit. And like normally like we don't have these problems. Like if I was on my holy paladin, like if I had leveled that instead of my monk, we'd have downed that shit probably in one shot. Like I'm not familiar enough with my monk right now. And I think we'll have it this next time we raid. It was just like kind of getting used to it, you know what I mean? Like, because I've
Well,
already
I
made
sure I
like
sure
changes to healing.
I mean I for one really hope that we're able to go 6 out of 6 normal by Monday and Sunday.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have a problem with progression. Like, it's just like people didn't even have like tunes leveled and
Well,
shit.
well,
Like
you
our
say
monk
that, but
typically didn't.
we've been having problems with progression for our past 3 nights. Like I don't even know how many times we've
Yeah,
wiped
but
for how many
look
hours
at
straight we've wiped on Elegon. Connor, how did you get this vent info?
I have no clue.
Seriously, I have no clue either. Who do you know that's in this guild?
I think
Just
I
curious.
did. I think I did the second boss with you guys.
yeah, didn't isn't this
Touche.
your tank friend that came with us?
Yeah,
He's my tank buddy that we needed a tank and I knew him. I wish he was more geared because he told me he didn't have any PvP gear, but oh well. And he never
I'm
did
more
get
geared in my
that trinket
resto.
from. He just doesn't want a tank
Resto
for
tank is
some whatever reason.
Tanking's boring, dude. What y'all do tonight?
I did jack shit tonight. I went to a bar, then came home. That's
Skipper.
pretty much it.
What's up, man?
For the 2 fights I had to go resto on,
Ha
my enhanced stuff dropped, and then when I went enhanced for the third and fourth boss, my resto stuff dropped. I couldn't believe it. And there was another shaman in there that was Ellie, and there was a hunter, so I didn't get anything. I was so pissed.
That sucks.
That would suck.
Pack, we were just talking about you. I'm not gonna lie.
We were.
Everyone talks about me.
I was telling them that you're way too nice of a person.
Oh yeah,
I
you're
am
really
too
nice.
nice of a
Thanks for giving
person.
me 10K.
You are. Just thought you should know. Just throwing that out there. If I say one thing to other people, I will also tell them to their face. So there you go, Pack.
We think you deserve a nice lady who doesn't deserve.
Me.
Yep, him.
I was
I
hired.
don't know, man.
I was
Like,
promised
to be
6 out of
honest, like
6.
I don't see how not being nice is gonna make us progress any faster in that raid.
See, you say that, but I mean, I've like I was saying earlier, I've been with some groups where people are just total dicks whenever someone does something wrong and make all sort of threats. And I mean, I'm the kind of person like I just want to progress. If people want to be mean, if people want to be nice,
Well,
whatever it is
hey,
that we gotta do, I just want to
if you
progress.
wanna if you wanna turn that raid into this, I'll just fucking leave. I don't feel like raiding like that.
Well,
I've raided like
wouldn't
that in
I
the
mean
past, and it's not fun.
I would rather progress with like mean or dick type of people and see progress than raid with like the greatest, nicest people ever and have a complete wipe fest.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you're just not privy to, because we talk about shit like
Well,
in whisper a
well
lot,
then, I
like
mean, share the knowledge. I
and
want to
so
hear about
like
it.
well, I just pretty much covered like all
Don't
that
keep me
like
in the
we were
dark.
talking about. Why do you need to be informed like every little thing that goes on? I don't know, man. Like there's got to be some kind of trust involved. Like I've already told you like what was going on, at least from like my perspective. And I thought that was a pretty good explanation. If you're not happy with it, fucking there's the door and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking don't be a little bitch
Oh,
and come
trust me.
crying
I
like
know, I
every
know.
raid. Because it gets kind of
I
fucking
know. I
old,
can
dude.
get the
I
fuck
don't know.
out. You don't have to remind me.
Okay, so then stop crying. That's all
Who
I'm
says I'm
saying.
crying?
Like, fuck,
I'm just saying
dude.
that I'm frustrated
Every
of
time,
three
every time you open
back-to-back
your mouth
White
on
Fest and
vent,
Elegon.
every time you open your mouth, like it's nothing but tears. Like honestly.
Well, if you want to interpret those comments as tears, if you want to interpret voicing my frustration on three back-to-back White Fest and Elegon as tears, then by all means feel free.
Well, hey,
But I'm
what
just
constructive criticism do you have? You say like you want people to be mean, but like what are they gonna say that's mean that's gonna make a difference?
honestly, I don't know. I've never really raid leaded, but I do know that but I felt like we were wiping because of the tanks and the healers, and whatever that we were telling them, whatever was happening, just wasn't working. So I mean, you can only be so nice for so
Yeah,
long
well,
before it's like we just have to like.
threats don't end wipes, dude. Like I've led many raids, Pax led many raids. Like we have like a lot of like raid leading experience in this raid, so like we know like how to fix shit. The problem is just like fine tuning all those little ends. Like once like the biggest problem, like I'm not gonna lie, is like me switching mains. Like if I was on like a different character, like I knew what the fuck I was doing, like we'd be progressing a lot faster than we are right now. I think like once we get locked into these roles, because like it's still kind of up in the air, like what role like one of the healers is gonna fill, because like someone's got to change. Like once we get locked in and like we get to know shit, like we're gonna be progressing like no problem. But I don't know, man. I mean, if you're not patient to like just wait for that, if you want a high stress rating environment and like downing shit like the day it comes out, like maybe this rating experience isn't for you. I don't know, I'm not speaking for everyone here, but like that's just kind of the feeling I get. Like we're a fun like raid, like we're all friends. Like this
I get
fucking
that
it's
it's a
not
fun
a
raid.
hostile
I
environment.
think I'm just frustrated by, like I've said before, I'm just frustrated by like wiping to the same shit over and over again for three back-to-back nights.
Yeah,
That's all.
well,
That's all
but
I'm
see,
saying.
like
I mean,
from my perspective, it's not the same shit because like the first night, like we had like we were like a lot of us were learning to fight. Okay, fine. The second night, we had like different tanks and shit or whatever, right? So like it wasn't the same situation. And then the third night, like fucking, it's like new tanks, new healers. Like, what do you expect? I mean, it's like we basically learned the fight 3 times in a row. I mean, I granted,
well,
like you have your spot down and you're
this
doing the
weekend,
same
I
raid.
guess with Sunday and Monday will be the real test. So
Yeah,
now we've
I
all
mean,
seen the fight.
if you're gonna bitch then. Don't bitch now, because we've literally like changed the raid like 3 times. Like all three
So I'm
times
sorry.
we've been at
I
that
should
bottom.
wait for our fourth night of wiping before I bitch. Is that what you're saying? Or no, wait, here because we had new people.
Well,
Either way, I mean,
hey
honestly, I'd
man,
rather.
like, well, this is my take on it. If you're gonna bitch just to bitch, that's fine. But if you're gonna keep harping on it, either provide some constructive criticism or just like bite your tongue, because it just like kind of it's demoralizing to hear the same shit like all the time with nothing constructive coming out of it other than like we're being too nice. Okay, we're being too nice. So what do we need to buckle down on? And then you're silent because you
Finding
don't know.
competent tanks that get DBM and don't stack strength.
Yeah,
That might
and we
be
had,
helpful.
well,
Like I told Blake,
that was
I'd be happy
you
to help
understand,
find a tank.
you you understand that was a pug tank, right? And now we have our tanks.
Yeah.
We have Darkling on his monk, and we have Pack on his Death Knight. Like the thing with Edbeard is like I didn't give a flying fuck about trying to fix him because I knew he was a pug. So like I just let him talk his talk and like be his little cocky like person that he was being because I didn't want to fix him. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't my problem because we weren't gonna recruit him. So like the tanks we have now, I know Pack will be able to fix his shit, and if like Darkling has a problem, like he's a cool guy and he's smart, so he'll be able to fix his shit too. So I mean, like we'll be able to make corrections where they need to be
Especially
made.
when if he can get, especially if he can get more gear. But speaking of progression, did anyone want to do challenge modes? Because I for one really want a Valor Cap on this tune.
Yeah, I kind of want to do challenge modes just to do them. Like I don't need Valor or anything, but it'd be fun. Is
Well,
everyone like
I'll do them.
available now?
it seems the
Jackie,
fastest way to make Valor, especially if we can. I don't know how difficult it is to do those dungeons in 15 minutes or whatever it is to get the gold status. I'd imagine that Blizzard made it somewhat semi-difficult, and not just anyone can do it. But it seems to be the quickest way to make Valor.
For show.
But it's
Yeah, we're
pack
still
raid.
waiting on Pack, I think. Yeah.
No,
Pack.
I'm just waiting for an invite. I've been staying here.
Oh, you're the leader pack. Sorry, invite.
I'm not sure who's putting this together, who's going.